Good morning friends. First in the global markets. Yesterday when we closed, most of the European markets are trading in red by around quarter to 1%, and the American index futures are showing a negative opening by around 0.75 to 1% across the board for the American markets as well. And finally the day ended in the same way, with European markets closing down by around 1 to 1.25% down across the board, whereas the American markets were down, but the Dow was down around 2% and the S&P and Nasdaq were down handsomely by around 1%, half to 1% across the board. Coming to our markets, yesterday after a gap down opening and then some sort of recovery, our market tanked badly, and by the end of the towards the end of the day, it managed to close down around 40-45 points on Nifty and around 100 points on Sensex. At one point of time, markets were down by around 75 to 80 points, but there was some sharp recovery led by ONGC and some of the banks, which helped Nifty to pare some of the losses and close only 40-45 points down. FIs yesterday was seller around 748 crore rupees, which is one negative point which happened yesterday, whereas FIs and index future were also seller around 810 crore rupees. Domestic and institutional investors were buy around 300 crore rupees in our cash market yesterday. Yesterday there was again a major event happening in US, that the dollar index has given up another record, with the dollar index scaling to around 98.5 levels, which was one of the major reason why there was a triggered fall in equities across the board in Dow and the European markets as well. Today we might see some flat sort of opening for our markets, with most of the Asian markets trading almost flattish, Hang Seng being down by around 50 to 60 points, and Nikkei and the other markets trading almost flattish. So we can expect a flattish opening for our markets for the. That's our update on derivatives.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. From past couple of trading sessions, we have seen that the Indian benchmark indices have been trading with negative bias. This is for 4th day in a row where we have seen that Nifty is unable to sustain at higher levels. In yesterday's trade also we have seen that Nifty has taken resistance at around 8815 levels, and from there it fell down drastically and made a low at around 8713 odd levels. In yesterday's trade we have seen that Bank Nifty was the worst performer in yesterday's trade. It has fallen approximately 400 points, which supported the index to end the session on lower note at around 8760 levels with a loss of 0.28%. In this period, we have seen that long positions were squared out by market players, as open interest decreased by 0.64% from 2 crore 69 lakhs to 2 crore 67 lakhs. Approximately 1.72 lakh shares were reduced in open interest. Also, Nifty futures price decreased by approximately 25 rupees. Nifty cost of money increased by 83.38% from 6.89% to 12.63%. Also, Nifty futures premium increased from 28 points to 48 odd levels. On the options front, PCRS increased by 2% from 0.92 to 0.94, which is clearly indicating that put option has seen good build-up than call option. In yesterday's trade, we have seen that put option has added around 18 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has added around 7 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was down by 1.83% and finally settled at 15.53%. In the options activity, we have seen that people have been shifting their positions from higher strike price to lower strike price. It is visible in the call option activity, as we have seen that 8,900 call option has reduced 1.60% shares in open interest, and that activity was shifted to 8,800 call option, which has added approximately 11.24% shares in open interest. On the put option side also, we have seen that earlier 8,800 was having highest number of shares in open interest. That activity was shifted to 8,500 directly. In yesterday's trade, we have seen that 8,700, 8,600, also 8,400 is most active put option in yesterday's trade. We have seen that 8,600 has added around approximately 13.45% shares in open interest, followed by 8,400 and 8,700 put option, which is clearly indicating it is a negative sign for the market going ahead. On band period front, there is no security on band period, and on FIs front, we have seen that FIs were net sellers of 809.86 crore in index futures. They were net buyers of 35.87 crore in index options. They were net buyers of 335.19 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 35.75 crore in stock options. Our 5-day CWIP stands at 8900. Lower range for the market would be 8,700 and higher range would be 8,900. As you've seen that 8,800 call option has added good number of shares in open interest, so this may act as a stiff resistance going forward. Currently Singapore Nifty is down by 38.50 points, which is at 8717.50. We may see a gap down opening in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Now let's have an update of some of the trading ideas for the day and some important news flow. The first trading idea being Asian Painting. Asian Painting is looking to set up a plant in Andhra Pradesh for a cost of 1750 crore rupees. This will be spread over a period of 12 years. Action to be taken here is long Asian Paints with a stop at 795 for a target of 815 and 825. NMDC is the next idea. Iron ore price index has fallen by 0.7% to 58.15 a ton. As a result, realization of companies like NMDC and GNDC will be lower. Action to be taken here is short NMDC for a target of 125 and 122 with a stop at 134. Some of the news flow front for today. According to data published by the Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, passenger car sales is up by 6.9%, whereas the two-wheeler sales has dropped marginally during the month. Current account deficit numbers came in yesterday at 8.2 billion, that is up 1.6% of gross domestic product, that is GDP, for third quarter ended December 2014 versus 4.2 billion, 0.9% of GDP. In previous data, the CAD is well within RBI's comfort zone of 2.5% of GDP. Sesa Sterlite aims to save $1.3 billion via sourcing and marketing recast. Realty firms are looking to offer trust in Singapore for IPO or IPOs in India if rates don't take off. Maruti Suzuki is set to recall 13,098 units of Alto. ABG Shipyard has clarified that no negotiations were taking place for stake sale in ABG. Arun Jaitley is to meet heads of PSU banks today to review the bank's performance and persuade them to pass on the RBI's rate cut benefit to borrowers to prop up growth. Inox Wind's IPO is coming out. The price band has been set between 315 and 325. Euro has fallen to 12 years low against dollar on ACB QE. Government has declared that Air India MTNL are S6 units. Dr. Reddy is in talks to buy UCP India business for around $135 million. Reliance Infra is making 1 to 60 crore open offer for Pipavav Defense. Recently they bought Pipavav for 66 rupees a share price. HCL Tech has fixed record date as March 20, 2015 for purpose of issue of bonus share on the company's equity share in the ratio of 1:1. Telenor Tata Tele merger talks have reached final stages. As per the valuation of both companies, the Tata Group will end up with a minority stake in the merged entity. Kain Energy is restricted from selling 10% stake in CIL. Stocks for the day on positive side are Coal India, Allahabad Bank and Tech Mahindra. Stocks with negative bias are PFC, Just Dial and Indiabulls Housing Finance. Stocks for investment are Larsen, Aditya Birla Moore, Tata Motor, DBR, Infosys and Ultratech. That's all friends from our side. Thanks and have a nice evening session.